the things that you could use while at least trying to find somewhere in the middle between you and the business owner. So, and I wouldn't advise offering all of these, of course, but these are some of the things that you can do when you're going back and forth. So first of all, you could offer a distribution cap or a dividend policy. You could offer a debenture over the company's assets or cash flow. This is obviously subject to, the existing secured lenders, if any. Depends, like I said, what business you're buying and what's going on in the deal. Then you could offer a share charge. So, if you default, then the seller can, repossess the shares, which, isn't always ideal for the seller either. It's definitely a good place to start. But, sometimes you also got to think, well, if you've done something in the business that's made it worse, are they going to want to take those shares back? So, there's a few things to weigh up there, but it's a good place to start. You could look at sort of information and oversight rights where you actually give full visibility of reporting, or you could even give them a board seat until they're fully paid as well. If there's a deferred consideration, then I suppose that's a good place to start, because even though the last one isn't exactly security, it's a nice offering, and it makes the whole thing very transparent, which helps. Because of course, bottom of the pile is going to be a personal guarantee. Now, if you do decide on this, which I don't recommend, as these are business purchases, not personal ones, but if this is what it takes to get a deal over the line, and you're happy giving a PG, then you're probably going to want to discuss limited recourse guarantees with your legal team. So it's actually linked to certain triggers, or maybe capped at a certain figure, because I think it's important. First and foremost, you go back and try and understand why they're asking for security, and what's the thought process behind it. Of course, people want security, but why is that at the forefront of their mind at this specific time? And looking back at some of the conversations you've probably already had, but just having a general conversation with them. There are a few things that I think could help while you negotiate, but you obviously don't want to offer all these all at one point. But there's a few go-tos there if you have to compromise when you're negotiating.